I text that ass again. Tell them boys to give me 150 M's. I'm coming. You know what I mean? When I start streaming out that, yeah, and that, stop it, knock it off, cuz.
Tank is one of the most interesting fighters to watch because he's so different. His style is so different. You know, it's so economical. Like, he puts pressure on guys without throwing too many punches, and then starts to figure holes out, and the way he can explode and move.
Gervonta Davis just dropped a brutal warning for Jake Paul on social media, declaring that he is coming to knock him out. A leaked video shows Gervonta Davis's longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, announcing Davis. In this footage, he confirmed he is coming back for his next showdown. It ain't squeezed.
It ain't squeezed, yo, but I'm gonna try to do it squeezed, dude. All the way from Baltimore, Maryland, from New York City, from Atlanta,
From right up the street,
from LA, the one and only, the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, shooting star, champion, he's everything to us, Gervonta Davis.
Mike Tyson sees similarities between himself and Gervonta Davis, stating that a focused Davis is unstoppable. He believes Davis is the only fighter who can defeat Shakur Stevenson. Contrasting Davis's raw power with Stevenson's and Keshan Davis's technical skill, Tyson anticipates a Davis-Stevenson fight, adding that if Stevenson dominates Davis, he would earn Tyson's respect.
Great fighter. He's a great fighter. You know, especially when he's serious about it. You know, I don't know if he's as serious as he used to be. But when he was serious, he was a hell of a fighter. Nobody came close. He's the only one I gave a chance against. Shakur and that guy, Keyshawn and Davis, they're scary fighters too, because they're sophisticated. The other guy's sophisticated than me, but Tank is just a force of nature. You know, you just gotta give him the credit. You know, even though he's talking himself, he's the man.
If they ever fight.
Excuse me?
If they ever fight, Shakur.
Who fight? Shakur and Tank. Oh God, I don't even. Ooh. It's gonna be interesting, because if Shakur handles this guy like he did Lopez, I'm gonna say the hell with him. I'm gonna say the hell with Shakur, man. If he just handles this guy like he's gonna the hell with him.
Joe Rogan praised Gervonta Davis as one of the most captivating fighters in boxing, highlighting his rare ability to apply smart pressure without wasting a single punch. He explained that Davis patiently studied his opponents, waiting for the perfect moment before unleashing explosive fight-ending power from unpredictable angles. According to Joe Rogan, that blend of patience, precision, and destruction made Tank must-watch television every time he stepped through the ropes.
His style is so different. You know, it's so economical. Like, he puts pressure on guys without throwing too many punches, and then starts to figure holes out, and the way he can explode. And
in his own words, Gervonta Davis made his intentions clear during a live stream, telling Shakur Stevenson's camp to send the offer and he would show up ready for war. He made it clear that if they came with the right number, he was stepping in to handle business.
I text that ass again. Tell them boys to give me 150 M's. I'm coming. You know what I mean? When I start streaming out that, yeah, and that, stop it, knock it off, cuz. Stop it. Tell them send that bag, and I'm coming. And I'm.
A boxing analyst conceded Shakur Stevenson's defensive prowess, but argued Gervonta Davis's full potential remains unseen. Beyond Davis's renowned power lies his patience and efficiency. He throws measured, impactful punches. While Stevenson has demonstrated an ability to press the fight, Davis's calculated approach presents a unique challenge, testing the limits of Stevenson's defense against a fighter who maximizes every opportunity.
Shakur might have better defense, but at the end of the day, I still think we haven't seen the best Tank Davis. That's what people always power. We still haven't seen the best Tank Davis. And Shakur, for the most part, he comes forward. Tank Davis, all he takes is one shot. He's a very patient fighter. He doesn't throw a lot of shots, but every shot he throws, he makes.
Shakur Stevenson made it clear that he wanted the fight with Gervonta Davis and was ready to move forward whenever the opportunity arose. He urged Davis to take the initiative and actually make it happen rather than letting the talk fade into speculation. Stevenson positioned himself as willing and waiting with nothing standing in the way except Tank's decision to step up. He emphasized that the ball sat squarely in Davis's court and fans deserved to see the matchup finally come together. For Shakur, the time to fight was now. No more delays, no more excuses.
Will we ever see y'all two in the ring? However way it get there, will we ever see that match?
I would love it.
Tank got to stand on straight and narrow too, man.
I would love it.
My son gotta, you know what I mean? He gotta get on path.
I would love it, but at the end of the day, once again, if somebody says they never gonna fight me,
then you can't rely. Yeah, you gotta move on.
I don't need you,
gotta
bro.
move on.
I got you, but like I said, if any fighter have an issue with me, because I feel like Tio was jealous of me. I told him this several times. Any fighter have any issue with me,
let's do it.
Sign the contract, turn the lights on bright, let millions come around the seats to see what's happening.
Gervonta Davis brushed aside the notion that Shakur Stevenson deserved to be called the best, pointing out that he had yet to prove himself at 135 pounds. He noted that even at the lower weights, Shakur never showed real knockout power skill. Davis argued that slick boxing only took you so far. Eventually, someone with real power would land clean. And the real question was how Shakur would handle that moment.
Stevenson.
Why people even talk like he the best at, he didn't even fight at 135 yet. He didn't even have power at 126, 30 or none of that.
He was good.
Okay. How can you, all that's just okay. How can you stop people that can actually hit? No matter all that boxing, you're going to get hit.
On the other side, Shakur Stevenson dismissed Gervonta Davis as overhyped, claiming their skill levels weren't even close. He asserted that Davis lacked the knowledge and ring intelligence that he possessed, making it clear he operated on a different level entirely.
Not like no skillful fighter. He don't know shit.
Oh no, he gonna get it.
His knowledge is limited. His game plan will be to just use size. As far as knowledge and skill and all of the shit that I've been working on since fucking Yeehaw, he don't have that. He don't know what that is. So it's a cool fight, but it's lovely.
Discussions around Gervonta Davis's comeback heated up. A boxing analyst wrote down why the Pitbull Cruz rematch made the most sense for his return. After sitting out nearly a year, jumping straight into a dangerous fight with Lamont Roach carried serious risk, especially with Roach staying active and building momentum during that time. Cruz, on the other hand, their first fight delivered non-stop action, and the story practically wrote itself. Davis won that night fighting with one hand. The analyst believed Davis would also show up sharper this time.
Everybody knows that the fight between Gervonta Davis and Pitbull Cruz is most likely the next fight to take place. Because number one, it is a return. Gervonta Davis has not been in the ring in a year. He's not gonna go right back to Lamont Roach, who was a tough fight while he sits for a year, and Lamont Roach has multiple fights, whether or not they're a draw or not. It's not gonna happen. Gervonta Davis is gonna put him in the position to win. So Gervonta Davis in his comeback fight. This against Pitbull Cruz, who, while it is a very interesting fight and it has a storyline, Gervonta Davis was able to win with one hand in the last fight. Now, Pitbull Cruz obviously will be more prepared this time for Gervonta than he was the first time around, but also Gervonta will be more prepared for Pitbull the second time around. Also, it is something, a fight where it is almost, to tell you the truth, impossible for the fight not to be.
As the conversation shifted toward the pecking order in the division, Timothy Bradley didn't sugarcoat the situation for Keshin Davis. He laid out the reality of where he stood, making it clear that Shakur Stevenson currently sat at the top, holding the spot every fighter dreamed of occupying. Bradley reminded Davis that he had been fighting on Shakur's undercards and would likely stay there unless he made a change. He warned that beggars couldn't be choosers. If Davis refused to step up and face Shakur, he had no room to complain about his position. There was only one seat at the top and Shakur occupied it. The only way that changed was if someone actually stepped into the ring and dethroned him.
both of you guys are around the same weight class. I know you guys said that you shouldn't fight each other. You guys don't want to fight each other. You made a promise, I guess, to yourselves. However, Keyshawn, understand this, okay? Right now, Shakur is a man. He's a man right now, okay? You were on his undercard. You will continue to be on his undercard. Both of you guys don't have guys that want to face you. I don't know if you're okay with being second, Keyshawn. I don't know. There's only one seat at the top. And that's where Shakur
doubled down on his stance, insisting that Shakur Stevenson wouldn't leave the throne unless someone actually stepped up and dethroned him. He reminded Keshan Davis that Shakur's dominance stretched across multiple weight classes, 135, 140, even 147, while Davis still hadn't claimed a belt at 140. Bradley brushed aside the complaints about nobody wanting to fight them, pointing out that the obvious solution sat right in front of them. If both fighters truly wanted to prove they were the best, they needed to stop waiting and actually fight each other.
That's the only way. So when you look at your career and the end of your career, look ahead. Like I told you, you're going to always be second. Because you have to dethrone the king. That's where Shakur's going. He's going to be that guy. 135, 140, 130, 126. Keyshawn, belt 135. You won a belt. No, you didn't win the belt at 140. Shakur's there. 47.
As rumors swirled about Gervonta Davis targeting a rematch with Pitbull Cruz, Lamont Roach Sr. stepped forward to question the logic behind it. He acknowledged that Cruz gave Tank a competitive fight the first time, but made it clear there was never any doubt about the outcome. Davis won. Plain and simple. Roach couldn't understand why fans or Davis's team would push for a rematch when the result was already decided. If Tank chose Cruz over his son Lamont, that told Roach everything he needed to know about where things really stood. He pointed out that none of the top names seemed eager to step in the ring with Lamont.
Analysts, they say, listen, Tank Davis looked at that fight and seen something in Pitbull Cruz. Do you feel that's the same way?
I don't know. You know, I don't know what's the plan, if that's a fight. He already he already beat Pitbull. You know, everybody want to see him. If he gonna fight, you know, everybody want to see the rematch. You know, that's with us versus a rematch with them. That's a fight. Nobody wants to really. I don't think nobody calling for it. So he already beat him. You know, it was a good fight, but it wasn't no question who won the fight with him and Pitbull. Tank won that fight. So to fight him over us, I don't see the logic in that. We got to talk to their team and what they believe, but we just can't get none of them guys back in the ring with us, man. So
Ward observed that Gervonta Davis approached his career differently than most fighters chasing legacy. He noted that Tank rarely talked about being the greatest of all time in traditional sporting terms. Instead, his focus seemed locked on financial success and brand building. Ward saw this as a clear influence from the Money Mayweather model where business outweighed accolades. While this approach meant Davis's legacy might not be defined by in-ring achievements alone, Ward suggested the fighter was prioritizing something equally important, securing his future. By focusing on selling tickets and pay-per-views, Tank ensured he got paid long before the final bell rang. For Ward, it was a calculated trade-off, chasing greatness in the bank account rather than just the history books.
It's time that I've heard Gervonta Davis say, I'm in boxing to be the greatest fighter of all time. I've heard him say that he's better than certain guys in his weight class, or this kid can't beat me. I've heard that. I can't remember, and maybe y'all can keep me honest, online. The last time I've heard Gervonta Davis talk about his legacy in the ring. Like like I'm building my legacy. I'm trying to outdo Floyd in legacy. Like, I think it started like that for him. But the influence of Floyd Mayweather, Money Man, not Pretty Boy, but the Money Man, and building your brand and selling tickets and selling pay-per-views and becoming a household name, that's also a legacy. You got the legacy in the ring and you got the legacy in terms of how you sold. I believe Gervonta Davis is more focused on selling tickets and making...
Jury delivered a blunt assessment of Gervonta Davis, claiming the star fighter had been mentally checked out of boxing since well before his last fight. He pointed to an old interview where Tank openly talked about retiring early to focus on his family, a sign. Al-Jury argued that his heart was no longer fully invested in the sport. The recent draw against Lamont Roach only confirmed what many suspected. Davis was no longer the same hungry fighter who once terrorized the division. Al-Jury stated that Tank now actively avoided serious boxers because he simply lacked the desire for tough, career-defining battles. According to him, the fire that once made Davis dangerous had faded, leaving behind a fighter just going through the motions.
To be in the works where he was supposed to beat the 16-1 Roach and then go on to fight Jake Paul and then call it a career, because I think the people around him understood there wasn't much left in the tank for him in terms of his want or his desire to be here. He did an interview with Dan Canobio about 18 months ago where he was like, yeah, man, I just kind of want to raise my family. I don't know how much left of boxing for me. I don't want to see a therapist. I want to, I need to, but like, I don't want to take away from my fighting. But I think it's time for me to do stuff like that. So I think the writing's been on the wall for Tank for a while. So that draw was kind of just like, I was on the way out anyway. I don't need to go back in there. And I said it at the end of that fight. I'm like, there's no way we see that rematch. He was so uncomfortable in that ring with Roach. He doesn't want to feel that again. He showed that night. So I'm not.
All right, everyone. Stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to Legacy Round and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.